I'm Shannon. On my channel, I talk all about manifesting as a lifestyle, every area of your life. You are the author, you are the architect, you're the one creating your story. You are the main character in your reality. Today, I want to talk about being magnetic. Being magnetic. How to be magnetic. You decide you are. That's it. It's as simple as you deciding you are. Because remember, your reality is the outpicturing of who you say you are, how you see yourself, who you say you are, how you are seeing yourself, and how you're seeing yourself in relation to all these different things in the world. Hello everyone joining. Hello. I'm live again on TikTok and on YouTube talking about how to be magnetic. Claim it. I am magnetic. I am magnetic. What does that look like? If you're magnetic, what does that look like? It looks like everything comes to you. It looks like your life is easy and effortless. So you want to be claiming that. What you claim is your reality, because your reality is yourself pushed out. It's what you're saying, what you're thinking, the sum total of what you're saying about yourself, what you're assuming about yourself. And you can deliberately create that you are magnetic by claiming it, by stating it, by seeing yourself as this version of you. An assumption, even though it's false, if you persist in that assumption, it will harden into a fact. So start claiming it now. Claim this with me. I am magnetic. I am magnetic. I get anything I desire. I get anything I desire. Everything already exists. Therefore, whatever I choose is mine. Everything already exists. Therefore, whatever I choose is mine. What I desire wants me even more. Hello, thanks for all the love. So can you imagine what it feels like to be magnetic? What does that feel like? Your job is to continue to enter the wish fulfilled, to think from the end as being already magnetic. Your inner conversations, what you're saying to yourself, is already creating your reality. So stop saying, they don't like me, I'm rejected, I'm blocked. Stop saying that. It does not serve you. And decide you are magnetic. You already are chosen. You already are wanted. You already are desired. Hello, everybody. Hi, everyone on YouTube. Hello, everyone on TikTok. Dream Woman, you said, why do people not get their manifestations if it's so easy? The easy part is that you can manifest anything. Okay, the easy part is you're going to claim it. The reason why people don't get their manifestation, usually the case is because they didn't ignore the circumstance. They took the 3D as a fact. They let the 3D imprison them. The 3D imprisons you. It doesn't really always imprison you. Okay, the unwanted circumstance, that's more clear. The unwanted circumstance imprisons you, that's why. You have to persist in your assumption until it becomes a fact. That means, since imagination creates your reality, at no point should you ever say you don't have it. At no point would you ever say that. As a master manifester, you would never say that. So claim, I am a master manifester, I get everything I want. You've got to claim it until you see that it actually becomes a fact. Don't use the outer circumstances, the 3D, the circumstances, the situation. Don't let that decide what your fate is. You're choosing your own destiny. Hello from India. Hello, everybody. Hello, everyone joining. Where am I from? I'm in Chicago. Okay. You're welcome. Departed in the South Texas. Hello, hello. Hi, Soulful of Cherries. Is it Hadiar? Hadiyar. How do you pronounce your name? Hello from Mumbai. Okay. Hi, Caleb. So many success stories for you this morning, Caleb. I love it. It's done. Exactly. So let me go to TikTok. Hello, everyone. Let me answer some questions. Answer your questions. Help you stay in the end of the version of you who's a master manifester. The version of you who is a master manifester does not say anything that doesn't match the end, align with the end. Don't say anything that does not align with the end. If it doesn't align with the end meaning you have your desire, if it doesn't align, then don't say it. Don't put your attention on it. Your words are like a spell creating your reality. Okay, so you also said Dream Woman. I love your username, Dream Woman. Love it. So if SP is cold and distant, I see them as married. It's that easy. It's that easy. Okay, so it is that easy to create your reality. Is it that easy for you to do that no matter what the circumstance is? It can be. I'm intending it gets easier. Persist in the end. That desire was given to you to prove, so you could prove to yourself that you are the creator. See yourself as married to them. That means at no point would you say it's not working, because your imagination creates reality. It's done. It's absolutely done. Thanks for the follow, Melody. Thanks for the gifts, German chocolate. Hello. Also, Kiara, thank you for the gifts. What do I do if I can't decide whether I want to manifest? Manifest what? Where's your other part? Okay. Well, okay. So if you're not undecided here, go to the end that you're someone who gets everything you want. Remember, you want that desire out in the 3D, out in the physical world. You want that desire because it's going to make you feel a certain way, like that you'll feel happy, you'll feel loved, you'll feel important, you'll feel validated. And remember, or feel wealthy and abundant, right? You're wanting that because you're not feeling that way in regard to that desire, that relationship. So claim it now. Claim that you have it now. When you're indecisive, start claiming, I'm someone who knows what I want. Because you will manifest a reality where you are a version of you who knows what you want. You will just know. You will become that person. I don't even understand how that completely works, but excuse me, but I have tested it and I know that it works. I know that it works. I've seen it work in all my clients. I see that this works. Are you going to dare to assume and test it and watch how it works? Because it will prove it. You will prove it in the testing. How do you get rid of irrational fear? Remind yourself, it's the boogeyman. It really is the boogeyman. Remember, everything is coming from within. So when you remind yourself that you're creating your own reality, that means you're even creating the fear. You're creating the fear. You're creating your reality. Get rid of the irrational fear by focusing on love, peace, security. What else? What else aligns with love, peace, security? Feeling not afraid, feeling limitless, being limitless. All of those ideas. If you focus your attention on those ideas, security, fearless, powerful, remember, you're going to grow whatever you put your attention on. You're going to manifest what you put attention on. So what do you want to put your attention on? Security. That's how you'll get rid of fear, by focusing on security, by reminding yourself that you're the creator and what you put your focus on is growing. Focus on security. What would it be like to feel secure? What would it feel like to be loved in a world that feels loving, in a world that feels safe? What does that feel like? And if you put your attention on those ideas, you're going to create that experience. Let me go back. I'm going back and forth from TikTok to YouTube. I'm live here for all of you. Thank you for everyone joining. My intention is that you are empowered, knowing that you have infinite wisdom. You have all the answers inside of you. Do you understand that there is no separation? That means you have infinite wisdom within you. You have all the answers inside of you. I do know Master Vivekananda. Yes, I mean, I do know. I'm familiar. Namaste. Hello. Life is beautiful. That's beautiful. I love it. Come to Dubai. Very nice. All right. So what else? Let me see what other questions we have. Okay. Natalie, you said, I've been persisting that SP wants me, I am chosen, etc. But he still comes and goes, and she's still around. Natalie, thank you also for the gifts and the badges. I appreciate it. Natalie, that's the part of what you need to ignore. You have to ignore what you see. Remember, what you see is what you believed about yourself at one point in time. Maybe you believed you weren't chosen. Maybe you believed, maybe you felt insecure. Remember, who you are and who you are being manifests in your world. Your world is giving you, the evidence is beautiful, it's valuable. That was valuable because your world is showing you that you put your focus on something outside of you to give you that validation. You know, I'm not saying that's the exact answer. You have the answer inside of you. Maybe you felt insecure. Maybe you didn't feel good enough. Maybe you didn't feel chosen. Whatever it was, you have that answer. So all of that happened, this situation happened, it came from you 100%. Your reality is a reflection of you. That means you have the power to change it, but you're not changing it when you say, but she's still around. Then you're not changing it because you're the author. You have to see beyond what you see with your five senses. That means you go into the vision of what already exists. You have to spend more time in the vision of what exists. Where you have your desire. What would that look like? Tell me the version of you who has your desire. Tell me how she feels. You have your desire. How do you feel in your relationship? You've got to tap into that version of Natalie, the 2.0 version of Natalie who has her relationship. What is she saying? What is she thinking? How does she feel? You're already loved. Imagine you're already in a relationship. You're already number one. Think the thoughts of that version of you and you will manifest that reality because that reality is already existing. It can't manifest if you're still focused on that old story. It will not manifest. That new relation or the relationship that you want as new with this specific person is not going to manifest when you're focused on she's still around. She has to be around. It sounds like a 3P, right? 3P has to be around because you are talking about 3P. You have to ignore that and replace it with your wish fulfilled. More importantly, who would you be if you have your desire? I'm already wanted. Just tell me what you would say. Tell me what you would tell your best friend. You're already in this great relationship. Like, you've got to take yourself to that point in time, which appears to be the future, right? But we know that everything exists now. So take yourself to that point in time. If we could wave a magic wand. You are with your person. Tell me what you're telling your best friend. He's so good to me. Isn't that what you want to experience? You've got to get into that frame of mind. You've got to get into that timeline. You have to get into that version of you. Think from that version of you. That version of you wouldn't even put up with there's a third party. You'd be like, goodbye, goodbye. Because that version of you is loved and chosen and not entertaining any of that. Claim you have your desire. You have to tell the story that you have your desire. That's it. That's the key to manifesting this desire. Tell the story to yourself that you have your desire. Have inner conversations with yourself as if you have your desire. I've already got it. This is already done. What should you do through the rest of the day? You just say, that's done. I have what I want. I am loved. I am wanted. So I get it. That's kind of the hard part, right? It appears to be the hard part. I intend it's not. I intend it's not anymore. I intend it's not hard anymore because you see so much evidence that you're creating your reality. By the way, that's not the last person on earth. You can manifest someone else. Do you understand? You have to have that kind of attitude. The version of you who has this desire wouldn't wait around for someone else, wouldn't feel on the back burner. The version of you with your desire does not feel on the back burner. The version of you who has your desire does not feel unwanted or jealous. You don't, because you have your desire. You have to be embodying that version of you. If you need help, and you need continuous help each day to be reminded you are the operant power, join my tribe, join my VIP group. You can join free for a week. You will manifest evidence. You will manifest your desire. You will shift into a version of you who has your desire. You will shift into a version of you who's confident, stable, anchored, centered, strong. Strong meaning you're not influenced by the 3D. It means nothing to you. That circumstance means nothing to you. Hi, Holly. I love you. Hello. Thank you for the roses. Okay, so that circumstance, you have to ignore it, but not only ignore it, right? We've all heard that, ignore the circumstance, but there's a key component to that. You have to replace it in your mind. Ignore the circumstance and replace it with your wish fulfilled. The circumstance is 3P or SP not showing up. You've got to ignore it. And stay in your wish fulfilled. Maybe, I don't, it could feel easier by focusing on you, like embody who you are, loved, chosen. You don't take no for an answer. Speak it into existence. It will become who you are. You can have evidence tonight. Do you know only the now exists? I have manifested instantly. I shifted instantly because I just decided I'm not putting up with that anymore. I'm not living my life like that anymore, and shifted instantly. Remember, it always happens within first. So if you're shifting inside instantly, the outer world will show you even evidence of that. It's always showing you evidence, but I'm saying you can have an instant manifestation. Be a version of you who's able to handle that, who's in a healthy relationship. Here's what you do. On a piece of paper at the top, write my ideal relationship. Now think from the version of you who already has your ideal relationship. Write it down. What does that look like? How is your person? What are their character traits? Like ideal relationship and person. You've got to focus more on this vision of what you do want instead of the past of the unwanted. Okay. Natalie, I intend you're coming back with success stories. If you're not following me on YouTube, make sure you're following me on YouTube. I'm also live on YouTube right now and TikTok together. Sorry, I'm going back and forth. Okay. What else? Yes, love the VIP group. So anyone else interested in joining my VIP group, be part of my community. Remember, you want to be surrounded by people who empower you to be the best creator, the master manifester, empowering you to remember that the circumstance doesn't matter. Because I know, we all know, you walk out in the world, you start talking to your friends from grade school or whatever, from childhood, you talk to family members, and you've been taken out of the wish fulfilled sometimes. What's going to help you stay in the wish fulfilled? Not only for this desire that you will manifest, but what's going to help you stay in the wish fulfilled that you're powerful, that you're more powerful than any circumstance out there. Surround yourself with that kind of community. You've got to be in that mindset that you are powerful. It is a mindset. You knowing that the creator is one with you, you're creating your personal reality. I love it. Caleb's been messaging me privately, DMing me, and having great success, seeing the evidence. He's in control. I love it. I'm so excited for you, Caleb. Thanks for the follow, the new follow, Alexandria. Hello. Yeah, so it's already done. Whatever, so it's already done, Caleb. I love it. It's already done. What you desire is already done. You're going to speak to yourself. You're going to say it as if it's already done. Because remember those things you told me already? And many of you know Caleb, we see each other here, right? You told me things and those things manifested. So this is already done because we are already talking about it again. What will happen on Monday? Tell me. Or, just think it, okay? It's done. Yes, that's it. Natalie, I love it. That's all I want you to do. Natalie, I want you to say, I am magnetic and I always get what I want. I am magnetic and I always get what I want. What if the 3D didn't change yet? And she's still around. Are you going to say, I'm magnetic and I always get what I want? That's how you're going to change it. And that's how you'll change it instantly. Here's the reason why someone doesn't change their reality. Let's say there's third party, right? Third party. Okay, so let's go back to okay, I feel good. I'm at home affirming. I'm magnetic. I'm powerful. Maybe even friends reflecting it. And then you saw she's still in the picture, the third party, right? Are you still saying, I am magnetic, I get whatever I want? Or did you cave to the circumstance and go, oh my God, it didn't work. Why is she still in the picture? You literally took that story and brought it right in the present moment. I mean, there's only the present moment, but you bring that to your attention right here. That's what you get more of. And that's why you got that. I intend that you get this right now and you make an instant change, because the only reason she was showing up in your reality, or was that you, Natalie, or someone? Okay, whoever that was. The only reason any third party or unwanted circumstance, remember, third party could be anything, any unwanted circumstance. The reason that's showing up in your reality is because you didn't stay in the end. The end would be, I am magnetic, I already have my desire. And then that 3P or circumstance that was not wanted, whether it's poverty, whatever it is, this unwanted circumstance will literally go away. When you say, I am magnetic, I have what I want, I already have it, I see myself with it. So you've got to be disciplined enough in your mind to hold to your vision. You have to, that's the wish fulfilled. Loyalty to the vision, that's faith. That's persistence. This unwanted circumstance will go away when you say, I have it, even though you see it looks like nothing has changed. But when it looks like nothing has changed and you start caving in and go, oh my God, nothing has changed. And then remember, you're going to have similar thoughts like that. It actually has been a year. It's been a long time. And I still don't have it. And how come other people manifest fast and I can't get it? You're still talking about not having it. That will not get you your manifestation that you want. You will get exactly what you're focused on, not having it. The world is impersonal. It's reflecting who you are, who you're being. Do you want to be someone who's anchored? And claim it. I am anchored. Anchored meaning I'm anchored in knowing who I am, the creator, master manifester. I'm anchored no matter what happens in the 3D. Might feel like there's a tornado, earthquake, whatever's happening out there. That doesn't matter. If you're anchored, you will be untouched. It will not touch you. that will not touch you or your reality. In fact, when you are anchored, centered in who you are as a master manifester, being centered and anchored in who you are, the creator, meaning you also have the power to change any circumstance. And when you know that and you're centered in that, anchored in that, guess what happens with the circumstance? That unwanted circumstance goes away and reflects who you are being. The outer world will reflect who you're being. And if you're being someone who's secure, having it all, the world's gonna be like, oh, let me show you, you have it all. How about another circumstance that you have it all? How do you become someone who's centered? How do you become someone who's centered knowing you're the master manifester? By surrounding yourself with a community like this community we have here, by coming to these lives. I go live here on TikTok, or now I'm also just recently going live on YouTube. Follow me on YouTube. Be surrounded by people who empower you. You have the power to change this. The world is reflecting you. Are you going to cave because you saw circumstances that were unwanted? Because that's why you don't have your desire, because you caved. Because you took it as true. Remember, nothing is true except what you consent to being true. It doesn't have to be true. And any assumption that you persist in, it's just an assumption, which we also could call it a lie. Technically, it's a lie, right? It's just an assumption. Any lie that you persist in will harden into a fact. Any assumption that you persist in will harden into a fact. It is a lie that you're in a relationship, but if you persist in it, it will become a fact. Are you going to dare to assume that? Do it and test it you will prove it in the testing. Half of you, all of you that have been following me for a long time, have evidence. You have success stories. Make sure you're leaning into those success stories. Because remember, success begets success. What you focus on will grow. You're going to be feeding success and you'll be manifesting more of it. Claim, I am success. Hi, Phoenix Rising. Hello. Okay, I don't know if I missed some. Okay, wait, let me scroll up. I did miss several questions up here. Yes, everything is working for me. I see it and I believe it. See, Caleb has been seeing so much evidence, he even believes it, which is good, right? But you don't have to believe it. But the thing is, I'm at a place where I believe it. Whatever I imagine, I believe it because I keep seeing it over and over and over. I believe more in my imagination than I do in the outer world. Because I know if I want to change anything out there, I've got to change it in here first. I've got to change it in the inner world. How do I see myself in relation to that desire? Do I see myself with that desire, or do I see myself without it internally? Practice seeing yourself with it. You're just conditioning yourself. You're conditioning. By the way, you've been conditioned your whole life, right? You've been conditioned to believe this or that. We've been conditioned to believe all these things. All you have to do is recondition yourself of who you really are. Infinite, powerful. Everything's yours because you can imagine it. Instead of thinking you don't have anything because you don't see it, now you know you actually have it. Why? Because you can imagine it. That's why you have it. That's why you have it. Because you can imagine it, you have it. Are you picturing yourself with it more often or without it? Because you're going by your senses, your 5 senses. Hi, Yasmin. How would you affirm for a relationship to be chosen, prioritized? It doesn't feel natural. It will feel natural the more that you're claiming it. I am chosen. I prioritize myself. Start prioritizing yourself. Prioritize your needs. It will feel natural. It will be natural. It's a practice, just like learning an instrument, learning something new, learning a dance. It's the same. It's the same thing. You've got to develop, like going to exercise your body and changing your body. You're developing it. You're working on it. If you want to build that muscle, you're going to work on it. You're building this muscle. Okay? You're making it more familiar by affirming it. Okay, it will be, I'm telling you, it will become natural as you continue to affirm it. I am chosen. I'm chosen. I'm prioritized. I'm important. Make sure you're doing that for yourself, choosing yourself. That means if people ask you to help and you're like, you say yes, but you really didn't want to, are you really choosing yourself? Say what you mean. Okay, there are many ways you can do that. Some of that you can figure out on your own, and that's part of this process, allowing you to figure some of that out on your own. You have the infinite wisdom within you to do that. Okay, so Dream Woman, now that you've been listening, if you're still here, you said, so if I could be married to SP, why is he showing up the opposite? Because the light went out. Because you have to see him showing up the way you want, even though it's the opposite. You have to ignore the circumstance and imagine that person showing up the way you want them to show up. Here, what would SP say to you if you were already together? What would he be saying? That's what you have to put your attention on. And he will reflect how you see him. There's infinite versions of him. The version of him that shows up is the one that you're focused on. Okay, the whisper method. How to do the whisper method. Mars, if you're not following me on YouTube, go to the link in my description. Follow me on YouTube. In my playlist, I have a meditation with the whisper method. Okay? Shannon, Lifestyle Manifesting is my YouTube channel. In the link, that way when you're leaving here, you'll have a meditation to go to. So the whisper method is, remember our imagination creates. So let's start there. Imagination creates, and then that's the cause. Your world is the effect. The physical world is the effect. So whisper method is you're imagining, you're getting into the wish fulfilled, imagining you're whispering to your specific person how they see you. Whisper to them how they see you, what they see, how they feel about you. And you're imagining that they're agreeing with you. Okay, so remember that method, it's just another way for you to go in the end. It's another way to imagine you with your desire. Because even without hearing the words whisper method, you're already doing this. You're already doing this. When you're thinking, oh, he must think that. You're making an assumption about how someone thinks, right? Your assumptions are manifesting. So you're already kind of doing this whisper method, or we could call it, there's many different kind of terms to that. You're already doing that. Thought transmission, you're already doing it. You've always been doing it. It's always been happening. In the past, we just weren't aware of it. Thanks for all the new follows. I'm gonna go over to YouTube for a few minutes. You guys, I gotta go soon. I'm going to play, I really love playing pickleball. So let me tell you a really great hack for living your dream life. Do things you love. Do things you enjoy. Do things so it feels like you're missing nothing. You lack for nothing. Okay? Because you're imagining your desire. You imagined it. It's already done. Now, don't wait around for it, because that's implying you don't have it. If you have your desire, you know you're going to go out, you're going to have fun, you're going to be living life, enjoying life, right? Do it now. Do that now, and your desire will show up. Why? Because you've already imagined it. That part's already done. You've already gotten clear on what you want. You've already imagined it. The next step is go live your joy, because it's already done. Therefore, it will show up. But when you keep wondering, well, what else should I do? And I need to keep studying, and I need to keep figuring this out because I still don't have my desire, then you're living from you don't have your desire. If you're out living your joy, you're not thinking about not having your desire. And you're actually aligned with the version of you who had your desire. Because the version of you who does have your desire is out living joy. It's a mood. Do you get it? It's a mood. That's a hack. That's the biggest hack. Live your passion. Live your joy. You're welcome. Great reminder to lean into our own personal success stories. Yes, do it. Do it as often as you can. I have so many of them, but forget to remind myself of my personal power. Yes, thank you. You're welcome. Dearly not so departed. You're welcome. So remember, when you're focused on the success stories that you already have, that's aligning you with the end. Because when you're thinking of success, you're like, oh, I did it. That's you with your desires. Be a version of you who already has it all by claiming it. All right, I love you all. Yes, oh, so much, feeling so empowered. Phoenix rising, good. Shannon, what gave you manifest on your journey? What have you? I think you mean what have you manifested on your journey? Please share. Dream woman, yes. Okay, I've got 2 minutes to go through this, and maybe a couple more questions, because I do want to, Phoenix Rising, I know you always follow me, and I want to answer your question too. So if you want to know more, I will give you some things that I manifested. First, the reason that I even realized I create my reality just 5-6 years ago was because I lost everything I knew my life to be. Like, I lost it all. I lost it all. I didn't have my house anymore. I moved into my mom's basement with my kids. It was like a 4-year-old and a 9-year-old or 8-year-old at the time, 4 and 8 they were. I was going through a divorce. I just lost everything. I didn't even know who I was. And I was feeling sad, depressed, feeling poor, even though I really wasn't all of those things, but I was feeling that way. And I realized, as I started to have this awareness, I started to shift my attention, I realized everything I was thinking was happening. Everything I was thinking was happening. And some of that, by the way, while I went through that, some of it was from the point of revenge. Some of it was a point of feeling hate towards someone in my life. Not towards everybody, but just like I had hate towards this person. And guess what? Those things all manifested, which really, it was almost like back at me. It was like hit back at me. It didn't really hurt that person. It hurt only me. So I realized I was creating my reality. I started scripting. That was the first thing I did. I started scripting, and I even created a journal. If you guys are interested and you need a journal, purchase my journal from Amazon. On the title or the cover, it says, everything I write in this journal becomes true. I created that journal because everything I started writing down became true. So I manifested myself out of my mom's basement into a place that was like twice the amount that I could afford. This was just in my first year. Now, we could get, you want to know the whole list? I mean, it'll take me a long time to get through that, right? I manifested $100,000 lump sum amount of money from an investment, but that was actually not the amount that I was supposed to get. I got way more than I was supposed to, but it was the number I wrote down in my notebook. Manifested my specific person, manifested, before my specific person, I manifested different relationships. So I kind of just like was playing around and testing the law. Manifested love, manifested my children, everything in my children, like who they are from now they're 11 and 15. Everything that I said about them has become true. I even manifested moving my son's teeth so I didn't have to buy braces. I manifest that my kids get like straight A's. They don't even study, that they're just naturally smart. That's just what I told them their whole life. I'm like, oh yeah, you're naturally smart. You're gifted, you're a genius. Like you could tap into infinite wisdom. And I tell them that, and then they come home, they go, oh, I just knew the answer from that test. I didn't even know it, but I just picked the right answer. And literally like everything I'm saying is happening. So, I mean, I have lists and lists. If you want to know more of what I've manifested, join my VIP group, because I share a lot more of my personal life within that group. And not only that, everyone in my life, their lives have changed because I see a new version of them, the best version of them. I'm not the jealous person anymore I used to be, right? So I wish the best for each and every one of you, and I'm seeing results in every area of my life. So, okay, now Dream Woman. Yeah, you have more questions. Follow me on YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go to my playlist. I have great videos for you in the playlist for self-concept, for feeling chosen. That's going to help you, okay? I really like also the Hot Girl Walking Meditation. Those affirmations that I have in there are powerful, even though it's not really, I don't think it's gender specific, because I'm saying I am. So, you know, like I am chosen. I am number one. I love my body. Okay, so Phoenix Rising, you said, I made my first sale on my organic skincare website, and I made my first ad for my business. Congratulations. Your business is thriving. So see it that way now, right? You want to see it that way. Like, what's the vision? Thriving. Everyone is talking about your product. If someone buys it, like people who buy from you love it and they always come back. People who buy from you love it and they're raving fans. So remember, we're creating our reality. Like, what are your assumptions about the people buying your product? So keep building on that and you'll see it all comes true. Everyone loves it. It's thriving. Business is thriving. How much are you making a day? $10,000 a day. What, I mean, maybe $1 million a day, right? Why would I say 10,000? It could be $1 million. It could be whatever you want it to be. Okay, anyway, I love you all. I love everyone. I've got to go. I'm going to go live my best life. I'm going to go play pickleball for the next 2 hours. I got to change and get ready. I encourage all of you to go do something fun today, because whatever you imagined, it's already done. So you shouldn't feel like you're waiting around for it. You shouldn't feel like you're trying so hard to get it. You just have to remind yourself you already have it. That's it. Already have it, so go play. It's your turn to go play. It's your time to go play. It's your time to have fun. Because the version of you who has your desire is having fun. Do you get that? That it's like a releasing energy, because you're not like feeling like, oh, I don't have it, and you're needing to get it. It's like, I already have it. If you already have something, you're moving through the world differently, right? Think about that. Meditate on that today. Watch how you shift today, because right now we're in the consciousness of having. We are in the consciousness of having your desire. We are in the consciousness that you are a master manifester. We are in the consciousness that you get instant, immediate results right now. I love you all. I'll see you next time. I'll be live later tomorrow. I'll go live tomorrow. And can't wait to see you again. I love you all. Bye.